We're continuing a bit of science theme to wrap up National Recycling Week.
And we have Sam King from Blue Earth Compost here to tell us how easy it can be to start composting and reduce your trash. Good morning, Sam.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me in.
Something I've always wanted to do, but don't really know how to do it. Composting.
Well, it's easier than you probably think.
Okay.
Composting is a really, really great way to make new soil. Now, we like food, right?
Absolutely.
We love food. I love food. It's a great thing to talk about this time of year. It's almost Thanksgiving.
Yep.
I also hear
scraps.
a lot of scraps at Thanksgiving. Got a lot of scraps, and I also hear we got the Nacho King coming in soon.
Yes.
Not to do your lead for you, but
no, that's okay.
It's a perfect time to be thinking about where composting lies in the food cycle. If we want good tasting food, we need to have sunlight, we need to have water, and we need to have good healthy soil. Composting is a part of that process because we can take the food scraps as well as things like leaves and grass clippings, anything that was organic material at some point, and we can naturally decompose it in a controlled manner. And through that process, we create compost, which is a nutrient-rich fertilizer. That's got a lot of soil life. It makes plants so happy. And at the same time, it does something really, really, really good for the environment. Because when we throw food in the trash, it goes to a landfill, or it goes to an incinerator. Those places create pollution.
Yeah.
When we compost, we create regeneration. We recycle. It's so nice to hear that we're talking about recycling because it's such a big part of helping out the environment. You know, if we took all the food that gets thrown away in the entire world and we made it into its own country, it would be the third largest emitter of greenhouse gases behind the United States and China. So this is a big thing, and we can all contribute in a very easy way by composting.
And I was going to ask, how do you start? How does someone start this?
Yes.
Do you have to live in a big, vast place with lots of land, or can you live in an apartment, or what's the deal?
No, I mean, so if you live in a house right now and you want to try and do it in your backyard, it's not a terribly hard thing to do. You can, that's great, we got some images up there. You can do it in your backyard by creating a 3-bin system where you're just putting a bunch of little boxes together and you move the material along as it gets more decomposed. Make sure you get lots of oxygen in there, turn it over. You can also buy one of these tumblers. It does a little bit of the work of trying to get that oxygen in there for you. Makes it a little more contained if you're worried about pests or anything like that. But then also, you know, if you don't want to do the work in your backyard, we're happy to do the dirty work for you.
Really?
We've been running this service for 9 years. We started out of the Hartford area. You can use our subscription-based service. We'll drop this off at your house, fill it up. Our saying is if it grows, it goes. So we can take all kinds of different food scraps, not just the things that you could compost in your backyard, like pits and peels, but we can also take meat and bones and dairy. We're composting on such a big scale that we're able to
I thought meat was a no-go.
It's generally a no-go. You wouldn't do it in your backyard because then you'd have National Geographic.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd have our little buddy here, our little raccoon scavenging through there. But no, we're able to do it because we just have so much material that we can get the heats and we can get the proper oxygen in there to be able to break down even that stuff.
That is so amazing. And you know, because you think of garbage that we generate, you have, you know, garbage service. So this is something that you come and pick up.
Got some things here. Yeah, we pick it up. We can pick it up either once a week or once every other week. Here's some of the things that you can compost. Avocados. We got all the stuff that you got in your sandwich. You got in your tomatoes. Keep these food scraps out of the landfills and incinerators, and instead let's put them back to use.
Like a cantaloupe peel, all that can go in there?
Cantaloupe peel,
anything that can break down, basically.
And you get a list? You get a list of things that are good and bad?
Yeah, we drop it off as soon as you arrive and you start up with the service. It's a 2-week free trial. You can learn about it all on our website, www.blueearthcompost.com. You get compost back as part of the process too. That's a really important thing.
Really?
So even though you're not doing the compost in your backyard, you get 3 50-pound bags of compost per year.
Cool.
That's
Thank you, Sam. We
amazing.
so appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to speak with you this morning.
Recycle, reduce, reuse.
Thank you so much.
That man is Sam King from Blue Earth Compost. Again, thank you so much.
Yep.
All right.